What's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. Inside of today's video, I'm going to be walking you guys through the Uno challenge. You only need 9 wins, but it is limited lives, and you get a free chest skin at the end of it. So we're going to be going through all the best brawlers, all the best tips, going through every single map as well, one at a time. So let's jump into it. Right, guys, so we're going to be jumping through like the best 9 or 10 brawlers for the Uno challenge, going through every single round, just so you guys get the best tips and everything else. So one of the best brawlers absolutely in Uno challenge is going to be Carl's. The good thing here is that everybody has a card they've got to protect, but ultimately you kind of want one person like on defense and mostly other people on offense. So I'm going to go on defense here and try and take down this Angelo. Should be pretty easy even with this. I mean, as well, there should be like one person that goes up and tries to push all of the cards forward, just like this. Oh, come on, they're all on the edge. We're all on the edge. Go, 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 go. The good thing about Carl, he has unlimited ammo, so you can always just throw your cards whenever you want. And his heat ejector gadget just deals so much damage. So I should be able to take down the BB here, hopefully, before the card goes in. Okay, it's not going to go in just yet, but I'm going to push these cards forward. This is what you're supposed to do, really. Like, just push them all the way forward. Normally, a teammate should be there to pick them up as well. Let's just pass these all the way forward, eventually get them all in the zone, and we should be good to go. So that is that a win? No, we need one more. We need one more. Okay. But yeah, with this game mode, it kind of reminds me of the, what is it? The present plunder mode. It reminds me of that, but everybody has their present essentially. So just bear that in mind. You always want to be carrying an Uno card, and this should be the final one. There we go. So Carl absolutely is a must pick here for the reason that he deals so much damage. Good defensively, good offensively with his gadget. So much to like about him. Let's jump into the next. So jumping into the next brawler you must absolutely play in this game mode, it is Surge. So Surge has kind of fallen out of the meta a little bit here, but in terms of just pure defense and pure 1 versus 1, Surge is your go-to brawler because you've got the knockback with the super, and again, he just does so much damage. So if anybody's like close like this, you should be able to confirm the kit. I mean, that's going to walk 2 of these cards in, but all is good because we can jump onto the Lumi. There we go. Again, I'm going to go on defense most of the time and try and pass the cards forward. And my teammates that are using more aggressive brawlers, so you want to use like one definitely aggressive tank. So BB, Ollie, there's like a bunch I'm going to go through later today. And then you want like one kind of mid-defensive brawler, just like this Surge. Okay, completely missed my gadget there. That was just terrible. We can see the strategy easily here. We're completely wiping the floor with them, and we've only got one Uno card left. So we've got to attack that one again. Right, look at this. I can just run up to this Lumi, destroy her, run into the spike, destroy her. And now I've got my levels, which should just be able to walk this in. So yeah, normally a couple of tanks are going to be beneficial, and then that one kind of defensive brawler, because you don't want to go all out attack too much because that's just too risky. Surge is one of the best brawlers. Let's jump into the next. Okay, so moving on to the final game of this round, I've picked Frank. Frank's going to be a really good option because the only way to counter Frank is once you build up your hypercharges and your supers. You've got to bear in mind these games are going to be pretty quick, so you don't want brawlers that are going to take a long while to get into the game. So again, pass forward your Uno card, get into a good position. The opponents can't actually reset. The only way to reset the Uno card is by just laying there on the floor. It's not like, well, it is kind of like present plunder, right? So you got to bear that in mind. We've already got 3 cards forward here. So let's run back and help Pinder. Pinder should be able to pass these forward. We can pass these forward to our BB. And this is why Frank is so good. He just has so much HP. We can just ignore that nanny, to be honest, because we're doing our job passing these cards forward. Actually, reverse. Does that just send all the cards back? I completely forgot about what one of the cards, so I need to look at the rules again. How's this nanny doing so much damage against me? Okay, we are not doing the best. Skip. What do you mean skip? We can't even shoot. What is going on? What is going on? Right now, I was not struggling too much, but now I kind of am. Right, let's pass the Uno card forward. I guess the Uno cards just stay on there forever. From what I've learned. There we go. They've got to draw 2. Let's pass these forward. We've got to be careful of this Edgar. Let's stun the Edgar. There we go. Get these cards forward before the opponent gets any of theirs forward. There we go. Beautiful. That was a bit sketchy that time. But Frank, the reason why Frank's so good is because people just can't build up the supers fast enough, and you just brute force your way up the field and just get the Unos in. All right, that's going to be the first game mode. Well, the first map. Let's jump into the next. Okay, so now moving on to the second map. What I do advise is having one brawler that's going to be able to float over the water, which the best one's going to be Juju, although she doesn't really pack a punch in defense. Normally want these high burst damage brawlers that can defend pretty well. But Juju, she's still going to be pretty good because she can just float across the water here, try and take down the shade. The slows are going to be really, really beneficial, right? So we can keep slowing this max. Just completely broken on defense. And then eventually we're going to get our Gregory. Frank don't pass us forward. There we go. Just going to put Gregory over there. And Pinder should be able to do a good job of getting those Uno cards over there. Beautiful. Is that going to be another one in? It is. It's going to be all 3 in. Beautiful. Now let's work our way forward. Pass this over to our teammate. Always try and pass it over to someone because they can easily run back and then get the rest of them in. Okay, Shade's going to get taken down. I don't even know why I'm popping Gadget there, just because I've had so many... Like, I've had such a long time not pressing my gadgets. I just want to press one. Right now, this game is a little bit easier. But again, I could just float over the water. It's a little bit easier for me to get the cards. There we go. We should be able to just pass one through. And the thing is, they can't stop it at all. Like, if you get into position, you're going to get it in. They can't stop it. Go straight through them. And now onto our last one. The enemies just seem like they've given up. So Juju's like the ultimate brawler for this map. Just go down the left and just sit on this piece of water. And you can just slow them infinitely. And it's going to be really difficult for them to, of course, go and get those cards in. So that's going to be the best brawler for this map. Let's jump into another. All right, guys, jumping into the next game then. So we just lost because we used no DPS in our team. So we got our teammate to switch over to Lou because they just went Fang, Frank, and Daryl and just run it down. So just bear that in mind. You definitely need 1 tank counter in there, and I'll just go for 2 tanks myself here. So let's try and pass all of these Uno cards forward. Now I'm in a good position. We're going to get the double hypnotize there with my gadget. I don't think I've got enough really to do much there. Okay, that's unfortunate. We had a really good position with those cards, and now all 3 of us are going to go down. But yeah, Ollie, the reason why Ollie's so good is because of his super. He can just create a lot of chances, and he, of course, is one of the best brawlers in the game. And being a tank as well, it's going to help him even more in this game mode. Ozadem is beaming us right now. Beaming us. Hopefully we can defend this in time. No, we can't. Juju's going to put that forward. That is annoying. It's very annoying. Right. Time to try and create a chance. I think these Uno cards are going to go back to home. They are. Right. Yeah. Pass this forward. Pass this over there. Pass another one forward. We're going to go with the super and the gadget in. That should be confirmation onto these guys at least. Okay, another super. Hopefully this keeps me alive. It's going to kill the Juju. Beautiful. That's what I mean with the space. And we should be able to get 2 Uno cards in there. Nice, nice, nice. And a 3rd. Beautiful. If you can get into that position over on this right hand side, it's actually pretty dangerous. Getting some easy cards scored. Alright, let's pass these all forward. We have a lot of HP here, and Juju doesn't have the damage to take us down. So let's pass a few more of these forward. Gregory went over. That is absolutely perfect for us. Now we can super in. Now we can gadget. Get the double stun potentially here. Beautiful. One more shot, please. Nice. Can we get this one in for now? Yes, we can. Can we get the kill onto Ozadem? Yes, we can. It's going to be another 2 cards forward. Now we just need 1 more. Just 1 more. And it's Uno. See how I'm working this forward? And then my teammates have been doing really good defensively. But most of the time, you want to just make sure you're being aggressive. Because it reminds me of, like, Heist, for example. If you're constantly defending, you're not going to win the game. So just go on the aggressive. Don't be afraid to make those risks, because you're going to force the opponents back on defense. So that's going to be a nice win. That was a lot more sweaty than I envisioned. But you can see here, it definitely works with Ollie, just using brute force to go through and get those Unos in. So moving on to the final game for this map here. So another brawler I just thought top of my head. It's got to be absolutely insane on this game mode. It has to be Buster. So although he lacks the pure damage, he is good against those tank counters. A tank that's good against tank counters, of course, it's going to be good on a game mode like Uno. So we've got to be careful here. These guys have a lot of HP, so just going to just try and take these down before going on the offensive. There we go. We've got a super of our own here we can use to push up against the Rico. I should have probably timed that a bit better, but we get the takedown there onto Rico anyways. We should be able to score one in from here. Nice. Okay, the Frank does block it. That is interesting. We can use our super to block it. Okay, that Uno card was going to go, so we have to be careful there. Right, we've got these cards in a good position. Let's just make sure they don't reset any time. That was a beautiful Lou freeze, and that actually enabled us to get some more Unos. There we go. And now we just need 3 more. All 3 of them at home base as well. That's nice to see. I'm just going to wait over here and wait for the Uno cards to come up. Okay, there was only one. I thought what teammate should have done there is just pass all 3 of them forward, and then we should have been good to go. So I'm going to pass these over to the left. We've got a big lead as well. As long as you've got the lead, just keep going on the offensive, and you're good to go. I'm going to put my hypercharge here just to give us more speed. My teammates are doing a fantastic job. My hypercharge is going to block literally everything. and that's going to be the win. Beautiful. So you just need 2 sets of 3, and then that final one, and you're good to go. So Buster, I think it's going to be really, really good. It's really hard for anyone to, you know, they're going to get pushed back by that super, right? So now we're jumping into the final map. Okay, so now we're moving on to the final map. So the Brawl event should be abusing as much as possible. Most players should be abusing Lumi. So that is just a cheat code right now. Not everyone knows how strong Lumi is. A little bit harder to use, I would say. But you see here, I don't think it actually uses a piece of ammo, which is just brilliant. But the thing about Lumi is that she's so good defensively, offensively. The gadgets are absolutely insane. So we're going to pass this forward to our tank. You know what? I was just thinking a wall break should be pretty good here. So we're going to try that in the next round. But Lumi is just insane in every single purpose. The amount of damage you can just spam out is just crazy. Like, look at this. Any brawler in there, 1 versus 1, just going to get eaten up. This is why Chester as well would be good here, because you can open up the map and you do counter those tanks. Okay, so all of these cards are up in a good spot. Hank is having a tough time confirming those Unos, but we should be able to get the stun onto Chester. There we go. And there's just the Leon left. There's nothing that he can do. Nice. Okay, so our teammate's going to pass these up. Beautiful. This is what you want to do, especially if you've got a healthy lead. Just pass them up. Get them up. There's no reason why they should be at your home base at any point in time. Just pass them up, and then you're in a good position. So be careful of this Ash. We're going to use our super to root him. There we go, just 1 card left. My teammates are doing such a good job. The tanks are just so OP in this game mode. They're so good at just walking those cards in. We're going to try and get this Chester down. I don't think I've got enough to get it in, but there we go. Beautiful. Lumi is an absolute cheat code, but let's try some cheesier strategies now. Now jumping into the second to last game, a really cheesy strategy, which definitely works in Present Plunder. It's the cult strategy. So what you want to be doing, don't break open your wall, break open their wall. It's going to be a lot easier for your tanks to go and score. So let's pass this forward here. Get these cards up as quickly as possible. Okay, what is happening there? There we go. Finally, I did just get absolutely deleted by the call. I wasn't paying attention to what their brawlers were. You can see here, we have such an easier route to the goal. They have just destroyed us though. They're up 3-0. Got to be careful here. Right, all of our cards are going to go forward though. We need to get these up before they get theirs in. There we go. I think their cards have returned to base. I don't even know. Let's just open up the map even more here. There we go. Pass these up to our tank. What Pinder should be doing? He should be going to the offensive a little bit more though. Okay, Melody could be really good on here. I've just realized. Okay, we get fired by the call. That is not good. Right, we're in a tough spot. We're in a tough spot. Hopefully our teammates can clutch up. Nice roll from our Daryl. There we go. Maybe I can defend decently. Where's the Melody? Okay, Melody's back. This call again. I swear this call just has it out for me with his fire gadget. I don't know what is going on. He's just one-shot me every single time. I mean, I did say Carl was a really good brawler in this game mode. If our teammates can block this, beautiful defense. There we go. There we go. My teammates are carrying. Go Pinder. Go Daryl. There we go. We just got all 3 of them in. Maybe Colt strategy wasn't as good, but I thought I'd try it out. I was just getting deleted by everyone because Colt is just terrible. Maybe it actually isn't as good as a strategy. Just brute force your way up the map then. I may as well try it out. Right, we're 1 game away. Let's jump into it. Alright guys, jumping into the final game then. So, I mean, the Colt strategy kind of worked, but you need your teammates to carry because of how bad Carl is. But one of the best brawlers absolutely has to be Chester, especially on a map like this. He would have been good on the other map as well. I would just be spamming Chester if I were you guys, to be honest. Like Chester, Lumi, one of those brawlers, then 2 tanks. Because Chester, he can open up the map. He can defend really well as well. And you've just got so many supers, hypercharge for defense, which is going to be really, really good. So we're going to just stay here in position so they can't score this in. Beautiful. Why? I'm just still confused why it didn't go... It went past the Fang in the other game. I don't understand, but good defense from the Daryl here. There we go. We're going to pass this up to Daryl. Again, all 3 cards are going to go up. Beautiful. Beautifully done. Beautifully done. Okay, this Carl is really annoying. Carl is so broken, by the way. He should be playing as much Carl as he possibly can. We're going to let this Carl go forward. There we go. I mean, I can't press anything right now. Let's try and kill this Carl. There we go. Try and protect their cards so they can't score. I'm getting pretty lucky with my gadgets, to be honest. Beautiful, beautiful. We could probably just push this up to Pinder. We just need 1 more card, so I'm actually just going to go all the way back. Make sure... Oh, that is the last card. There we go. I mean, we did that pretty nicely there in the end. Just making sure you're getting all 3 cards up. at the same time and just continuously get that cycle going. As long as you've got the cycle going, you've got one good DPS brawler on defense, you've got 2 brawlers constantly on the aggressive. You've seen here, like, we're not even dealing much damage, we're just running in and getting them all of the time. So to be honest, there's not like a ton of strategy with Uno, but with very limited lives, you want to be making sure you're using the best brawlers and the best strategies. If you guys need any teammates, make sure to comment down below, see if you can team up with anyone, and also join my Discord, discord.gg/spen, because randoms are terrible as well. It's a free Chester skin. Let's just unlock this. I'm very surprised, by the way, this is a free skin. I was fully, you know, thinking this might be like a mythic skin or something like that. So do bear in mind as well, if you don't have Chester, it'll just be unlocked for you until you get Chester. So that's gonna be it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Maybe I can do another Uno video tomorrow or a future date if you guys want me to play more Uno, because it is a limited time event. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time.